Hetherman, first few days of spring practices, how's everything going for you?
I think day one, kind of came out. We got to play a little bit faster. We got to communicate better. Day two, I think we saw some strides. Guys are starting to communicate. Guys are starting to play faster. We're starting to swarm to the football. But every day we're talking about just getting a little bit better every day, making sure today we're better than we were yesterday.
And you're directly working with the linebackers. I want to ask you about the two freshmen, Ezekiel Marston and Kellen Wiley. What do you see from those guys?
Those guys have been awesome. They come in all the time. They're constantly studying football. They're constantly learning the game. You can see them in Indy taking the step every single day, getting better. On the field right now, you can tell things are moving fast. But that's expected. That's what's going to happen. I thought today especially those guys looked like they fit a little bit more of having an understanding of what was going on around them. They were playing a little bit faster. And every day I think, the way that they work and the way that both those guys compete, I'm excited about the way those guys, take the challenge every single day.
For one of the veterans, Wesley Bissainthe, obviously just how important is it going to be for him to sort of set a standard?
Yeah, he's been, right now he's kind of taken that. He's playing a couple different positions. He's communicating really well. He comes in. Now the defense is a little bit different. So there's been some different things where, Monday we maybe misfit a couple things, or it might have been some communication. Today you could see him trying to communicate a little bit more and having a better understanding. And then the other thing was like some of the situational awareness today, having a good understanding of that. I thought he did a really good job.
Obviously the secondary's got a bunch of new players who weren't here last year. Just how have they been working on meshing, kind of gelling over the first couple of practices?
Yeah, I think right now it's interesting, like everyone's new. Even whether you've been here 2 years, you've been here 3 years, it's a different defense, it's a different style. Just for everyone, getting to know one another, getting to know the rooms, getting everyone to connect. And that's what it's all about, getting the DBs to play with the linebackers to communicate with the D-line. Everyone's got to fit in at every single level, and their communication's been great. And I think just the guys, whether it was down the beach on Friday, hanging out, learning to connect, or, in practice, getting through some things, really the first 2 days, we're taking those steps, but it's not where it needs to be right now. That's, we're going to continue to push it. We're going to continue to make sure the standard is the standard. We're going to continue to elevate that every single day.
And then one player who just stood out to me when we got a chance to watch practice earlier was Bobby Pruitt. And he flashed a little bit last year. Just where do you see his progression, and how can he continue to improve and develop?
The things you see is just how smart he is. He's playing multiple positions. He's doing things in space. He's doing things in the box. He's a guy that can do so many different things on the field that you get excited about. You can play him off the ball. You can play him on the ball. You can put him in coverage. You can put him in the box. And then just his awareness and then his understanding of the game. You can tell he's been very well coached. And that, that excites me. So today you saw him doing a lot of different things, and then he flashes the way he puts the foot in the ground and just breaks and finishes on plays. And I'm excited to continue to watch him build with that.
Since you got here, just what was your process in terms of getting to know the roster, getting to know the coach, the fellow defensive coaching staff, and just making sure once you guys got here on Monday that you guys were able to just hit the ground running?
Yeah, just getting here initially, getting to meet the players, meeting everyone one-on-one, going through the process, having new staff members, meeting staff members that have been here currently on the staff in the past season. Just getting them to know everyone, whether it's, like I said, we did an activity as a team on Friday, getting to know the guys in that setting, getting to know the guys in the building, how they compete, how they learn. Everyone learns a different way, whether it's down through a walkthrough or it's through a meeting or it's in practice, learning from the reps from film. So it's been really good trying to relate to the guys, trying to figure out who each guy is and where they're from. But one thing I've learned so far is we have awesome guys. There's great people here at Miami, everyone off the field, on the field, in the building, and then the players love to compete. And that's the biggest thing. And that's what tells me, our guys will continue to grow every single day because they love football and they love being here.
How much comfort do you have having a guy like you being on that side of the ball?
That was one thing. 2 years ago in the bowl game when he came on the field, I was like, who's that? Only knowing the offense. But, he's a guy, he's very talented. And you can kind of see it. He hit a move on Monday in practice that you can tell, it's just natural. He went to hit a move, didn't win, countered back, and all of a sudden he's right on the quarterback immediately. And he just plays fast, and then just, the reps that he's had, the speed that he plays at, and then how physical he is at the point of attack. That's a guy that's going to set the tempo for the team. And every day we need to make sure, he takes it right from, flex through stretch into team in the walkthroughs, because other guys are going to watch that, and that's going to continue to build the team and bring everyone else up around him.
I was going to say, for a guy who comes in his first year, to have a guy like that sets an example like that, how important is it?
Yeah, and that, all those guys, the guys that have been here and the guys that have a lot of accumulated reps, those are the guys that have the awareness. Today we're doing some different situations, and those guys know what's happening when it's second down, get back on track. But those guys know what's going to happen after a big play maybe just happened. And they're communicating, and the more they talk and the more they bring everyone else up around them, the better the defense will be. And that's just constantly getting our guys, to be, competitors, but obviously getting everyone else, bringing them up around them as a commander, I think is the biggest thing.
Coach,
we're going to do a few more questions for Coach.
What's it like to have, you get it to a new coaching staff, and you have Jason Taylor, you have Damian Lewis, dudes who are dudes, to have those type of guys on your staff?
You know, it's awesome. I think we have really good football coaches. Everyone, the support staff, the full-time staff, you know, every guy that we have here, you know, they do an outstanding job. And the biggest thing is, you know, hey, why do we hit that pass rush move there? And then hearing from someone else's perspective, I didn't play that position. You know, I've worked with that position, I've coached on defense, but to me it's okay, why did you teach that? What did you want the hips like that? Why did you want your hands to go there? Okay, what is the counter off of it? And then hearing, you know, just learning. For me, every single day I come in the building, whether it's from our secondary coaches, it's from other guys, you know, off the field talking to me about linebacker play, it's guys on the D-line constantly learning from the guys around us. And I think everyone on the staff just continuously, you know, the more we work together and the more we communicate, the better the staff will be. But we have outstanding people. And then every day, the ideas they bring to the table, and then like the way our guys attack it every single day has been great. And I think that's going to continue to get us better on the field and off the field.
What have you seen from Xavier Lucas in the first couple of practices?
You know, he's been outstanding. You know, especially, you know, his football awareness. He's played, you know, been at this level. He's learned from some good teachers and good coaches. And then, you know, today he made an outstanding play. They got a one-on-one. They throw the back shoulder, and he steps up, makes a big-time play, and brings it back. But you know, you can tell he's getting more and more comfortable every day. He competes, you know, and he's always in trying to learn the game, trying to understand the whys and the hows. And I think that's going to continue to make him a better player.
Coach, on Monday, last question. On Monday, Wesley said that he was going to play both as a Mike and a Will, transitioning between the two. How are we going to get the most out of Wesley going into this year?
You know, that's as we go through and we game plan, we got to find out who are the best 11, because it's always going to be, you know, it's always going to be all about us. I don't care what team we're playing, where we're playing them, no matter what. It's always going to be who are we, what's our identity. And then it's going to be how do we get the best players on the field. So right now there's a lot of guys that are playing multiple positions. Some guys might be end, some guys might be linebackers, some guys might be safeties. You know, some guys are playing nickel, some guys are playing Sam. You know, everyone's going to move around to play different spots because I want to see how fast, you know, we can be and how fast we can attack the point of attack. And then, you know, for our guys, it's figuring out what situation's best for them and how do we put them in the best spot to make plays. So like when you watch practice and you see what we're doing right now, you know, it's like positionless defense. You know, everyone's going to be put in different spots. We're teaching them fundamentals and techniques right now, and then we'll find out where everyone fits as we get closer to the season. But he's doing a great job with that so far. All right, thank you guys.